Hey everybody, it's Becky. How are you today? I am doing a quick little back to basics tutorial tonight. I had a comment the other day on a video when I kitted this canvas up, wondering how you know where to place the drills. So I just want to kind of give an overview for anybody who is really new to diamond painting and you still have questions about like how do we do this. So as you'll see over here on the right hand side, there is a key that has, it's got some information on it. It has what this particular brand is referring to as a serial number, which are numbered, 1 through, in this case, 26, in numerical order. There's the symbol, which you'll see here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we switch to letters. And we go on down the list, and in this particular case we end up getting into a couple of symbols. So we've got a plus, a minus, and an equal sign. And then this third column over here is what you may hear quite a bit of being referred to as a DMC, Delta Magnet Cat, DMC number. This number, if you've ever looked at cross stitch, DMC is a very popular brand of thread, and the color coding they use in that thread is what the diamond painting community has kind of adopted to use and work with within our charts for our paintings. So as you see in this area, you see lots of different symbols. You see number 4, letter S, the equal sign, C, H, 3. Now each of those corresponds with a color over here. There are lots of different ways that one can kit up their project. When you get your diamond paintings, you have these bags of diamonds that you'll see, like this one has number 22 3371 and then the letter F302. So F302 in this case is the canvas code, so that if for some reason our drills got separated from the canvas, some people store them separately, but this way we know that this particular packet of drills goes to canvas number F302. Every company's going to number theirs a little differently, but chances that, I don't know that I've ever seen 2 companies have the exact same number. I'm sure it's possible, but I've not seen it. So the number 22, of course, matches up over here. In this case, number 22 is right down here. We've got the letter X and the number 3371. So the DMC color number is 3371. Now, if you save your drills, that's like some people do in case of missing drills, lost drills on future canvases, or some people even do other arts and crafts with their drills, you can match up from one canvas to another. You can match together all your 3371s, and they should be roughly the same color. We can go into more information about what they refer to as die lots in another video if anybody has questions about die lots. But basically, as you're kitting up, some people use the serial number, this first column, and they just number all of their little containers, 1 through whatever their number is. In this case, this particular container can hold up to 28 different drills. So some people may just go ahead and number this 1 through 28 and leave it. And that way, any canvas they have, they can just put, serial number 1 in container number 1. If you do that, then anytime you are looking at your canvas and trying to decide, okay, I'm going to work on letter X, okay, now you've got to come over here and you've got to find letter X is number 22. So then you go to your containers and you find container number 22 and you get your drills out and you work all the letter X's. That's the way a lot of people that I know work. I don't like that way. I never just really got into the habit of that way, because for me, I prefer to cut out that extra step. So when I put my drills in my containers, I put that symbol. And sometimes they're a little weird to draw, but it's not too big a deal. The budget friendlies are typically just going to have your key along the side, and they're not going to come with the pretty little stickers that you see some of us use. When you get into your premium canvases like Diamond Art Club, Craftably, Dreamer Designs, into the high-end paintings, those typically come with pre-printed stickers that you can put onto your cases. Like I said, I prefer to be able to go, okay, I want to work on letter X. Here's letter X. I can get this out. You know, I can just pop this open. I can pull out this little strip that has letter X, dump these into my tray, and start working on those. So that is why I kit up using the symbol rather than the serial number, is because for me it just cuts out a step. I don't have to refer back to this, with the exceptions of when I'm kitting up or kitting down if I'm saving the drills. If I decide to save the drills, then yes, I want to know what their DMC number is so that I can organize those into my storage with light colored drills. The symbols are going to change from one painting to the next on pretty much every canvas. I don't think I've ever seen canvases that are purchased at a different time have the same symbols. Now, if you watch DP Crazy Lady, she has a set of canvases that came and her whole side was filled up and it had like 80 different colors, but they're like 30 by 40 pictures. They're not any bigger than this one that I've got here. And yes, that's my tripod you're seeing. You know, this one right here, I've got, you know, it's a 30 by 40. It has 26 different colors. Well, her set had 80. Well, in the set she purchased, they used the same key on all of the paintings included in that set. And so the symbols from one painting to the next are going to be the same symbols, but not every color will be used in every painting. Does that make sense? Like I said, it's the only time I've ever seen that setup is on that particular purchase that she had. So that's a little out of the ordinary to me. So anyways, once you know, have kitted your drills up, and like I said, this little set that I've got here, I think I purchased 4 or 6 of them in a set, and they each hold 28 different colors, or up to 28 different colors. Some people will use the suitcases that you see. I've also in the past used these containers, which are actually from Dollar Tree, and just have a snap-on lid. Those do really pretty good for a beginner set, and I've got 2 different sizes here. Yes, that's a bunch of leftover wax. I don't know why I've saved it all, but there's a ton of wax in there, and that's not even all of my wax. But you know, whatever little kit up system you decide to use. I personally do not like working out of these types of bags, the ones that they come in originally, or Ziploc bags. Some people will kit up in Ziploc bags. For me, every time I go to pinch open the Ziploc bags, it irritates my carpal tunnel syndrome after a few different color changes. This little bag that you see over here that's taped shut, this situation, this is my letter X, and as you saw in my little container here, it's pretty full. I could probably get a few more in there, but I'd be stressed about spilling them every time. So I've got a partial bag that I've just taped shut with some washi tape, and then the full package that was left over, because there's a lot of this color in this painting. So that's how I choose to kit up, like I said, using the symbols. And then, like I said, this is the color for symbol X. So like I said, anywhere on your chart that you see the letter X is where you're going to place this color of drill. So letter or symbol 3, you would have this, let's see here, symbol 3 is 310 is the DMC color code, so that's black. So I would take a tray, and I would pour in some drills. Let me zoom back out a little bit here so you're not totally in there. And then you give a little shake, little back and forth shake, and that lays your drills right side up, mostly. There's a few that are still upside down, but from there you can use your pin, which every kit comes with a pin. They are typically a little pink plastic barrel. I don't know if you can see, let me see if I can get enough light in there. This one happens to be a clear pin inside of this, and this is a custom pin that I've purchased, where somebody has taken an original diamond painting pen and coated it in polymer clay. Therefore it makes it a little bit thicker, and for me it's more comfortable to hold that little bit of thicker pen to go through and pick up my drills and then place them down anywhere there's a number 3 on the canvas. Now I still have the clear plastic over this, so they're not gonna stick, but I would go, okay, here's a number 3 right here, we're gonna stick that down, and if the plastic were not on here, it would stay. I would come back up here and grab another drill and go to my next number 3 spot and place that down. And again, it will stick once you have the plastic off of there. So you just go through the whole canvas. You know, assign yourself a small area to work on. Don't try to work on a whole canvas at one time, because it will get very overwhelming. So a lot of people will do what they call sectioning, and I'm going to put these drills up so we don't end up spilling them. Drills do get spilled. It is not the end of the world. If you spill enough drills that you're not going to have enough to finish your painting, reach out to literally anybody in the diamond painting community. We're always happy to share. There are Facebook groups like Got Diamonds, or I can't remember some of the other ones, but there are lots of groups on Facebook where diamond painters will share drills that they have left over if you need them. So don't fret if you do spill drills. It's not the end of the world. We've all done it. I even saw a creator one day on TikTok, and she had this humongous jar of drills, like a vase that she had been saving for, you know, probably years. And as she moved her table one day, this vase fell off the table and shattered, and millions of drills went everywhere. So it took her a minute to clean that one up. But even for an experienced diamond painter, spills happen. Something that you can do, if you have in your budget to get a tiny little vacuum, like a little handheld vacuum. This one I got at CVS after Christmas. I got it on clearance, and this is probably gross. I haven't dumped it in a minute. Yeah, I squished a pretzel on the ground at my desk the other day, and so I just used my handy dandy little vacuum. This picks up drills beautifully. This particular one I think I got on clearance for like $5. But these are becoming more and more popular on Amazon. If you shop with Temu or AliExpress, any of those type places where you buy diamond paintings will almost always have those. I'm trying to think if there's any other pointers that I want to give you on this little beginner setup. Oh, sectioning. I was going to talk about sectioning off your painting. what I typically do when I'm preparing a new painting, if it's something like this is a 30 centimeter by 40 centimeter or 12 inches by 16 inches. Now that's from one side of the canvas to the other. The actual image is not as big, but I use what are called release papers. This is paper that's been coated in silicone on both sides, so it's like very similar to the paper that they use to put stickers on, where you have like sticker sets and you peel them off. But with these, I can peel back that plastic layer that covers your painting originally. I can lay these down on there and cover up most of the painting, and then that way I'm only uncovering parts as I go. It's something like this, a pack of like 100 of these double-sided silicone release papers. They refer to these as release papers. I got a pack of like 100 of them on Amazon for $6, $7, $8, something like that. It was very inexpensive. There is a company called Crafts with Crashly, C-A-R-F-T-S with Crashly, C-R-A-S-H-L-E-Y, I believe. She does decorative ones that are single-sided, and most of hers, this is a 4-inch by 6-inch. Most of hers are half that size, so they're a 2-inch by 3-inch, which on a painting this size is actually a pretty good size to work on at a time. I could easily cut these down if I wanted to. Hasn't been something I've desired to do yet. Another option is to use washi tape. I'm sure you've heard of people talking about washi tape. It is there we go. Washi tape is a decorative paper tape. It's used very commonly in scrapbooking. This particular style came with a Diamond Art Club painting. It's got pretty little flowers on it. These are some that I've picked up at Dollar Tree. They're, of course, quite a bit narrower and come with a lot less on the roll. But what you can do, again, this one came from Dollar Tree. And on a painting about this size, if I do choose to section this off with washi tape, and I'm just trying to find the end of this real quick. There it is. This does not stick permanently. It does not leave residue or anything like that. But what you can do is say, let's say you wanted to do several lines of this, and I'm just going to do a little example here and lay out like a little basic grid line here. But you can use your rows of letters to kind of lay these out. And imagine I'm laying this across the whole of the painting. But you can, like I said, kind of lay out a grid line in smaller sections so that you can work on just a little section at a time. Again, this is still on top of the plastic. And so to remove the plastic on these, what I personally do is use a small seam ripper and start at the edge and slice through the plastic only. Some people use a little ceramic knife or a little X-Acto knife and cut these out. I have not done that, but I know a lot of people that do. You just use a teeny tiny light pressure and it cuts through that plastic without going through your canvas. Again, I typically just rip the whole plastic off and use my release papers to cover the whole thing. Another use for washi tape on the canvas, like I said, it is very, very sticky here. And so on these canvases, a lot of times the stickiness goes past this outer line. This one's not super, super bad, but a lot of people will take some washi tape and will lay along that line. And go through. Again, this is a narrow one, so it's not covering up anything important on your key here. But we'll go through and we'll just tape along that outside edge, not covering any of your symbols on your chart, but that way any sticky that's along the edge here as you're running your hands across it and dust and life, you don't get gunk on that sticky edge while you're painting your picture. It doesn't matter how clean you think you are, there's going to be dust. And if you have pets, and I'm assuming children, I don't have children, so I can't personally attest to this, but I'm assuming children cause the same issue as pets, but fur gets everywhere. Maybe it's hair with children. Anyways, that just keeps those edges nice and clean, and then, you know, keeps that exposed adhesive off of the, you know, once you get the painting done, if you want to leave that decorative little tape there. Some people cut all the way up to that line and take this outer border off. It depends on what you decide works best for you. Like I said, these little washi tapes here are ones that I got in, I think it was a pack of like 4 or 5 at Dollar Tree, which is, you know, $1.25 for a pack of them. They also carry some of the wider ones that are a single roll in there. They don't have quite this much on them since they're, you know, $1.25. But again, washi tape is something that you can find relatively inexpensive on places like Temu and AliExpress, all of those type places. Amazon, I'm sure, has some. I'm not sure kind of price-wise on those because I've actually not bought any on Amazon, so I haven't priced them there. But those are some basics of diamond painting, how you know where to place things, how you get started, sectioning, reading the key. If there's any questions that I failed to answer in this, please, please, please leave them in the comments below. I love teaching people new things, new crafts, even helping experienced people maybe kind of go back and do a refresher here and there. I know a lot of times we'll get onto Facebook groups and different social medias and things like that, and people will start to ask questions that, you know, those who have been doing a certain craft for a while, they think, oh, well, that's basic knowledge. Everybody should know that. You just do this, that, whatever. But the thing is, if no one's ever shown you, how are you going to know it? How do you know what you don't know? And so I'm very happy to go back and do very basic steps. And if you have any questions, like I said, it doesn't matter how, you know, how stupid somebody else has told you a question is, or how basic you think it is, and how, you know, maybe you should already know it. Well, again, if you don't know, you don't know. So please feel free to reach out with any questions you have. And, you know, feel free to drop questions down below. I'm very easy to find on social media, so just reach out anywhere that you think I might be. I'm on Facebook. I am on TikTok, but I don't do videos on there. This is the only place that I do videos is here on YouTube. But reach out and let me know what I can help you with. We'll talk to you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.